How families can change reservations affected by the 737 MAX grounding. Provided by CNBC. Wednesday, This includes this. Southwest Airlines is probably offering the most flexible accommodations for families scheduled to fly on a 737 MAX aircraft. Anyone currently, the airline states. Currently, we are offering flexible accommodations through Sunday, March 31st. Customers who are holding reservations may rebook in the original class of service or travel standby within 14 days of their original date of travel between the original city pairs and in accordance with ARO without paying any additional charge. To check to see if your scheduled travel between now and March 31st involves the affected aircraft, go to southwest.com and do a mock booking for your flight. Click on the flight. To change your flight, go to In Your Southwest account. Locate the affected. You'll be able to switch your reservation to any flight within 14 days before or after your original flight departure. You can even select if you have a reservation attached to your itinerary. You'll have to first cancel your companion's flight and then add them back on after you make your flight change. Just make sure that, also, for those who have already purchased, it will follow your new reservation as long as the change is made more than 24 hours before departure of the old and new flight. This is the one benefit. If for some reason you are not able to change your flight online, or if there are no other flight options available, my best suggestion is to reach out to Southwest via. They have been extremely responsive, and this will allow you to skip long hold times on the phone. For the most part, the only affected passengers are the ones flying to / from Miami. The vast majority, American has that. Affected customers can rebook via. If a flight is canceled, unlike Southwest, American is not allowing passengers to proactively change their flight if the itinerary includes a scheduled 737 MAX aircraft. Instead, while American does not have an official policy in place on its website, the airline's Twitter team did tell me that for flights cancelled through April 3rd, you'll be able to change the date of your flight at no charge to any time between now and April 5th. I was also informed. Unfortunately, you are not able to change your flight online, and getting through to customer service can be a time-consuming process. American told me United Airlines passengers are actually the least affected, and there is no information regarding the 737 MAX grounding on its website. The airline's main MAX aircraft account for roughly 40 flights a day, and through a combination of spare aircraft and rebooking customers, we do not anticipate a significant operational impact as a result of this order. We will continue to. Since United's MAXes were at many hubs, they are easily able to pull in replacement aircraft for many routes. If you are on a flight similar to American, United does not have any formal policy for this situation in place, although it seems as though it is being the least flexible among the U.S. carriers. If you are flying with many family members in your party, you'll want to be as proactive as possible to ensure there are enough seats on a new flight. This is why Jennifer Yellen covers family travel deals for at PG on blogs ATA. Follow her family's.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.